I actually took my finals head on first, and I actually got a quick head start, so I'm actually free.
Dang.
Oh,
You lucky.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
You lucky.
An
man.
educated man
I
right
don't know
there.
how my grades are,
An
but I
educated
know I'm
man.
done.
Alright, so last week we had Nathan on and we had Elijah here, but I messed up on the audio, so we kind of have to do it all over again.
Wow,
So,
bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm still learning. Next year I'm gonna have it down. Like I'm vice president, so we gotta have it down.
Some big boss man over there, man.
So we started off with talking about you and your background in music. So if you want to repeat just what you said on how you started with music, that'd be good.
Yeah, for sure. So like I told you guys last year, last week. What was I thinking, bro? I said last year. But last week, I started music when I was like, I think 15, 16, when I just got out of middle school back home in Ghana, and music has sort of been running in my family because I have a cousin that does music. I have an uncle in Netherlands that does music. So it sort of runs in the family. Yeah. So I started doing music for a while, but I quit it because I didn't feel like the game was really appreciating people who were doing real stuff, because you know that was when the trend of these people not saying anything, the beat doing all the work for them. So I stopped doing music for a while, but I came back after what was it? I think I came back after freshman year in college. Yeah, and then I got a couple of friends to feature on my songs and whatnot, and then it started popping. People were telling me, yo, they like this, so I was like, you know what, how about I just go back into this? And then since then it's just been sliding through for me, man. It's just been sliding through for me. I have an EP out.
Appreciate you.
And right now I'm working on a new mixtape coming out titled Gods Among Men. So yo, it's fuego. It's fuego.
Bro, so what do you think about when it comes to your current music, the way it is now? For the viewers out there who don't know, how do you pronounce your name again? What's your artist name? Quojo. For people who don't know what Quojo makes, what kind of music do you make, bro? Is it reggae? Is it hip hop? Or is it a mix of what we got going on?
I do hip hop. I do Afrobeat. I do music. So long as it speaks to my soul, I do. I don't really try to limit myself to one type of music. I mean, it got to a point I was like, I'm not gonna do trap, but then recently I find myself doing trap. So it's like that. I can't, because before I was also like, oh, I'm not gonna do Afrobeat, but now I find myself doing Afrobeat, and my most popular song is an Afrobeat song. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I would just let music speak to me. I don't limit myself to one song.
Gotcha.
So my one channel.
So you want to keep yourself different. You want to keep yourself consistently challenging yourself.
Yeah. And you did you do poetry too, right?
Yeah, so I did.
Did that come first, or you did rap first, and then you were like, oh, let me do poetry, because it's kind of synonymous.
Yeah. Rap came first though. Poetry was like my go-to place when I quit rap. I wanted to find a way to fill that rap void, because I was always trying to write stuff, and one of my main problem was that I always try to rhyme. So I was like, you know what, I can do poetry and not rhyme. I can speak from the heart and not really rhyme. I can use poetry as a way to show that. So that's when I decided to go back into poetry, and that's why I decided to start poetry actually. So music came first before poetry.
Gotcha. And who were some of your influences growing up with doing music?
With music, I'd say most of my influences were like back home in Ghana. You know, like the big names, Sarkodie and Manifest, Tic Tac or Bravo. The big gurus of Ghana music. And then outside it was Eminem, Kendrick. I wasn't really the Jay-Z and Kanye type, but I did listen to a few songs of them, and then I just bumped to their vibe.
It sounds like, so when you say you say Kendrick and Eminem, you more about the lyrical style of hip hop?
Yeah, I'm more of a lyrical person. I mean, I like to have a something to bump to, but I just want to hear it.
We can appreciate the turn up, but it's not only about the turn up.
It's not only about the turn up. I feel like rap in itself, hip hop in itself is a way of life. It should be something that should speak to you. You know, I mean, it's gonna bump, but it has to be lyrical. That's me. That's how I see rap or hip hop.
I wanted to ask this question to all of you, because Moses is a little quiet back there.
Yeah.
Where were you guys when you first heard rap? Because when I think of rap, I think of 50 Cent back in the day when he came out with his mixtape.
First album I ever bought with my own money, bro.
That was like the album that my mom played.
I died trying to
Get
get that album.
Trying, Snoop Dogg, Paid the Cost to Be the Boss, like Ja Rule, Pain is Love, and all those albums back then. I remember just sitting in the car, and my mom was wondering, like, how do you know all the lyrics? Like, I never cussed, but I knew all the lyrics to it. I was smart back then. Not like these kids now, but where were you guys when you first heard rap?
Moses, you can just start with that, bro.
I got you.
The first time I heard rap, I had to probably be about I want to say like 4 years old. My dad liked to listen to a lot of Notorious B.I.G. He put me on to like a lot of like the songs like Big Papa. So he was the dad who would pull up to the elementary school, and like I went to a Caucasian elementary school, and he would bump that music loud, and that's probably where I get it from. Just driving around, just blasting old school tracks and stuff like that. And that was probably where I first started with rap, and then the first artist I really like latched onto and like really listened to myself had to be like Eminem, because that Slim Shady era really had me like it had me in that. It had me pretty deep.
There was a period of time where like it was like before like Eminem show Slim Shady LP where Eminem was taking anybody down. Bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he still can if he wants to. He's just a little older.
I see Eminem as the king of rap. I mean, not even a king of rap. He's like a god of rap. You know, Eminem is. He can
you gotta give him his props for sure.
Yeah,
he ain't what he once was, but you gotta realize
he still is. He still got it. You know.
It's also the thing you gotta realize when you've been making music for over 20 years, bro.
That's it.
Like at that point, like when I think about it personally, what else do you rap about? You feel me?
Yeah,
that's
like at this point, all you gotta do is just help the kids out, come out, be better. 100%. If anybody trying to take it throne, you just shut them down. It's like you know, yo, step up your game. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And like Royce tweet, there was like a month or two ago, he posted like 4 tracks like once every week, and I was like, dang, it's not that he can rap this well, because like there's obviously rappers who can rap like that, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Crooked I from Slaughterhouse, but I was like, he's been rapping since before I was born. Like that's I was like, dang, he's been going for that long.
He the realest. He the realest for that.
And like I was listening to Joe Budden the other day. He was like, some people like Eminem, Biggie, and Pac, like they're not. You can't even put them in the top 10 because it's not fair.
Yeah, it's
like
not,
you're gonna get one of those 3. Like even Jay-Z, like you're gonna one of those.
It's like you're trying to dominate the top 3. What are you trying to do, man? You just trying to break it.
Definitely, and then there's no space for the other ones to come in and be in the conversation. So where were you, Dom, when you first heard?
I mean, my oldest memory of hip hop has to be like early 2000s. So it's like the era where it was Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Big Pun. I mean, like I said before, I did buy that 50 Cent album by myself. I saved up my lunch money for that.
You died trying to get that.
Yeah, died trying to get that. I remember listening to Cameron, all the Dipset, but that was just like when I was young though. Then the mid 2000s came. And it was the era of just like South music came by. Like everybody knows like Crank That Soldier Boy. Everybody knows Lean With It, Rock With It. Those classics. You know what I'm saying? What really brought me back into hip hop, like the one project that really brought me back was 1999 by Joey Badass.
Oh, Joey.
And around 2012, then Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper. Those two.
Oh, Acid Rap.
Those two collectively brought me back into hip hop, especially in high school, because I would listen to it passingly, but I never like bumped full albums.
Like
once those came to, because you got to realize as a high school kid, seeing Chance the Rapper and Joey Badass drop a tape, and they're also of my age.
Yeah, so it's like you get motivated by that.
You gotta support the youth. You gotta support the people around you, man. The generation.
Definitely.
For me, I would say when I actually heard rap. Was when rap was sort of being introduced into it was being introduced in Ghana, because I've been in this country for 6 years now. I lived basically my whole life in Ghana, and I mean spent a year in the UK and whatnot. But growing up, it was like I didn't hear rap that much. Everything was hip life, Afrobeat, like that groovy type of thing. So first rap I ever listened to was by Reggie Rockstone. And he's like sort of like the hip life legend in my country. He fused high life and hip hop together. So he's like the legend. He was the first rapper I ever listened to. So that was when I first heard rap, and then I tried to dive out into the Western world, and I started listening to Eminem. Eminem actually was the first Western artist I actually did listen to. So
gotcha.
that was when
so that's why you like lyrics.
Yeah.
Definitely. So now with songs like Mask Off and Portland, like on Drake's More Life tape, it's the flute. It's the season of the year of flute that's coming in.
Right?
Do you guys think that there's more room for instrumentation, because that's how it started first, and then it became with the you have your what's it called, like the MPK, your 808s that you can make beats on, drum beats on and stuff like that. Do you think it's going back to instruments a little bit?
It's most definitely going back to instrument. I mean, when I'd like to say that when rap started, I don't really, like I said, I don't really know the detailed background of how rap started from its roots in this country. But from where I'm from,
the message.
Hey, okay.
It's all good. The message.
But I mean, hip hop and where I come from actually was basically lyrics, you know, and that's what made me fall in love with hip hop, for the lyrics, for the lyrical aspect of it. And now with with this all instruments coming, I think it's actually a good thing that we have more instruments coming up, and then like you were saying with it being the year of the flutes.
Shout out to Maskoff, shout out to Portland and all of them.
Everybody trying to put the flutes in there, but also I feel like it's also becoming a thing because now, sadly to say, most people don't listen for lyrics. They try to get the beat, just the beat.
I don't know if people don't listen to lyrics, but I feel like people just listen to melody a lot.
Yeah,
more now.
it's more melody.
That's why,
now.
Like mumble rap, like it recently hit me. I kind of understood the appeal of mumble rap now, because the new Playboy Cardi tape came out, and everybody I know has been listening to it. And while he's not saying anything introspective or like anything like spiritual or anything, it's just the way he rides the beats and the way you make yourself sound on it. That's the appeal of mumble rap.
That's music now. That's sadly that's music now. You know.
That's what Joe Budden was saying. He said that every rapper now has to be melodic.
Yeah.
From like Chance the Rapper, Future, Migos, and everybody has to.
I don't
be
know if you have to be melodic. I think you just have to have like nowadays.
Well, they are. I think they are naturally melodic. Like it just with the way things have been going. That's just how you do it now.
Hip hop now has become so big. You just can't be good at one thing anymore. Like you just can't be bars.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
Because while there is the audience for bars, you need to, if you want to get mainstream appeal or a bigger audience, you need to have either bars and beats, hooks and melodies, or something, or a combination of any of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For example, I was literally about to say that. Take a look at Chance the Rapper. Listen, when you listen to acid rap, it was all lyrics, and then you listen to Coloring Book. It's like you can hear the trap in it. He's trying to move more into melody. And for example, Kendrick. His new mixtape has a few trap in there that's like melody, and it's like
DNA. And
it's like. That like you saying now with hip hop now you have to be versatile. You have to be able to adapt to whatever is coming.
That's why the internet and SoundCloud has made the music explode, man. Yeah. Not anybody can make tunes. I have mad friends who didn't even make music months ago who are making music now because they simply can. Because it's mad easy.
That's true.
It's more accessible than ever.
And speaking about being versatile, Drake, one of the most versatile rappers. We got into this last week, but I wanted to reiterate again. We're gonna take a quick break though. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the grime scene that's happening in UK and how Drake is trying to bring it over into the US. We'll be right back.
My turn.
Watch how you